Seguimos en The Witcher 2. Ahora vamos a hablar con Zoltan.
What's going on, Geralt?
¿Qué pasa? Bueno, vamos a sacarle algo de info a
little town
ver.
deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley. A strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Letho in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen.
What?
The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower.
Mucho más rápido, ¿no?
I questioned Kieran, Iorveth's second in command.
Where is the bastard?
I get the feeling he's dead. Just landed on the Isle of Avalach. I've been to that island, Vernon. I remembered something while talking to Kieran. I was there with Yennefer. She gave her life to save mine.
Did you remember the crossing? How you got there?
With Suri's help.
Interesting.
What I find interesting is how a master spook like you has no idea what happened to me over those 5 years. 5 years, Roach. That's enough time to topple a monarchy twice.
First off, my responsibilities do not include the surveillance of dead witches. And second...
Spit it out.
Unconfirmed rumors. I've never taken action based on them.
I need something. Scraps even. So you need to tell me everything you know. Even things you think might sound ridiculous.
3 years back, Fen got a missing persons case. Someone was abducting young people, aged 10 to 20. Now the case went cold because no one agreed to testify. Except for one woman, considered insane because she insisted the Wild Hunt had made off with her son. And she claimed she'd learned of this from an old man who was pursuing the cavalcade. He resembled a skeleton more than a man. White hair, 2 swords on his back.
The Wild Hunt is a riddle that will restore my memory, if I can just solve it.
As I see it, you're more likely to learn about the hunt from the insane. Not a reasonable man out there can teach you a thing. You might visit that asylum in the woods. Or what's left of it.
Ya estuve allí, pero bueno.
Letho wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge already.
Iorveth's outsmarted bigger fish than their commandant.
Letho's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
You'll get a chance to show your mettle. If we're to capture Foltest's murderer, we'll have to clash with the Scoia'tael.
Muy bien.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense. My scouts got ambushed and barely escaped.
It's no picnic hunting elves in the forest. Tell me something I don't know.
My people saw the Kingslayer again. He knows we're here, but he's not even trying to escape.
Como si estuviera esperando algo.
I think it's our move.
Pues vale.
So long, Roach.
Vamos a ver a Zoltan. Zoltan está en la posada. Bueno, posada burdel random. Y preparados porque nos va a tocar luchar contra una aracha. Gracias. Y esperemos que nos suelte el objeto para la misión esta de Melitele. Ahí veo un Nether. Aquí veo otro. Vale. No veo más. Vale. Putas trampas, como las odio. Un momento a ver si aparece algún endriago. Siempre aparece alguno. Siempre aparece alguno. Le queráis o no esa experiencia. Experiencia y objetos. Y objetos. Coño. Se ha sido ahorcada ahí, pobre muchacha.
Something's troubling me. Let's hear it.
Ahora las texturas de los muebles están bien, pero lo que está mal era de los personajes. Hola amigo Zoltán.
I spoke to the commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Iorveth and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night talking to himself, that ratty bastard. He mentioned a new order and a world for humans only. He laughed and shouted curses at the prison barge. The scum is up to something. Iorveth must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Laredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion and less restraint.
Any news?
Triss has sniffed something out. Apparently there are prisoners on the barge in the port. Squirrels, no less.
Ya lo sabía, pero bueno.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local Scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollowed it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Iorveth.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the Scoia'tael. And Iorveth detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Iorveth? And here I always thought I'm a common thug. All right. No reason to sit on our arses. Come on. You can tell me everything on the way.
Vamos.
Lead on, Zoltan.
Tell me, who said I have contacts with the Scoia'tael?
The redoubt.
What a prick.
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
I met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals.
What about their leader?
They say Iorveth's mad, but the Scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope he'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Laredo's the bigger prick.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his angle?
Greed! King Hansel would gladly annex more land and grant Laredo privileges.
Does he lose them all?
Come on, we've got a long way to go.
Igual hay cierta verdad en eso, Igual hay cierta verdad en eso. Vamos. Muévete, maestro enano.
We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password? What are you playing at, Sultan?
All right. The Scoia'tael asked me to command a unit.
No wonder you don't want to do it.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept their fucking offer.
Claro.
You stink.
Vamos, muévete. ¿Te mueves? Primo.
This is it.
Vale.
I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
What? Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Here, Kigard!
Cagar.
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger. I asked you a question.
Take us to Iorveth.
Why?
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Iorveth won't talk with you.
You don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick. We're on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elfin cock's gone soft?
We just want to talk to Iorveth.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Iorveth know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt.
El claro es donde está la derecha.
These elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse son with a shell in its back.
An Ericus in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us into a trap.
Tough. Let's go.
Nos atravesamos los cuerpos, muy bien. Ya que este puente antes no estaba. No me suena una mierda.
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Iorveth.
Exactly. Any ideas?
Tú lo distraes y yo lo mato.
I last fought an Ericus some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
No, ¿cómo que estar aquí?
Think me a limp
Tú baja
prick?
conmigo. Tú baja conmigo, más te vale.
This is the place the elves mentioned.
That thing approached
Ahí
us as
está.
no elf.
I'll leave it to you, Geralt. Monsters are not my speciality.
Lanzaré la magia, hostia. por culo, hostias. No, no me ha dejado cogerlo. Dependiendo de lo que le respondamos, nos mata o nos deja vivir. Hola, Iorveth.
A lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want, that gun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Boo. Boo boo.
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Kieran.
Kieran ep Esnillen is dead. 2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
You attack and murder the people of Flotsam, forgetting that elves and dwarves live among them.
That's no life. They've been stripped of self-respect, forced to live and die by human laws. They're more Dwan than you, Geralt.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor?
It's his word against yours.
For now. Why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
What's your angle, Iorveth?
You wouldn't understand.
No entendería.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
What is your goal?
¿Cuál es tu objetivo?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esset Vatgen. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
No,
Not
hombre.
everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The 2 dead kings were whoresons who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the east, there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Kieran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
The ruins of Kelmawed. For some reason, he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Muy bien.
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
Let's meet there. I have something to take care of first.
Vafael, Gwynblade. Just don't
No
try
intentes
any
ningún
tricks.
truco. Quiero coger los objetos de la aracha.
Came here together, we're leaving together.
No, Zoltan. Your presence might raise suspicions.
As you wish. Just don't get slaughtered.
Vale, ya tenemos los ingredientes para lo de Melitele. O sea, en la intro había por aquí una cueva. No sé si habrá cueva. No tengo ni puta idea. Va a ser que no. Sí, va a ser que no. Bueno, pues vamos a la... Corazón de Melitele. Vamos a esa misión ahora. A ver, ¿por dónde se sale? También tengo que deciros que ya una vez hagamos esto, va a tocar decidir bando. O sea, o humanos o no humanos. Y dependiendo de lo que elijáis, pues el resto del juego será en una zona u otra. Y si eso es algo muy chulo de esta segunda entrega, es que es toda una zona nueva, dependiendo la elección que pillemos. Si elegimos a los humanos, estaremos en el fuerte de un rey. Si elegimos a los no humanos, iremos a una ciudad de no humanos. Cada zona tendrá misiones distintas. Vamos, es todo distinto. Eso mola muchísimo. Muchísimo. Aquí está el corazón de Medicere. Pam, 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 pam. A dar vueltas y vueltas y vueltas y vueltas. Mira la boca. Bueno, aquí lo vamos a dejar por ahora y ahora continuamos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta ahora, hi hi.